Hi guys, and welcome to the Healthy Body Project. I wanted to talk to you today about the type of diet that the Healthy Body Project recommends. And that is the hunter-gatherer diet. It's an eating habit from thousands of years ago, and it's the way our bodies function at their best. And if you think about prehistoric times, the men would go out and hunt animals for meat, and the women would forage for vegetables so that there was meat and vegetables to eat. But these things weren't in easy supply, and a lot of the times people would feast when there was food, and then they'd be in famine and might not eat for a few weeks until another animal came along or food was easier to get. And in winter it was a lot harder. Foods such as lean proteins, vegetables, berries and fruits are recommended on the system, along with complex starchy carbohydrates, and that's at the right times of the day. In other words, the hunter-gatherer diet is the hunter-gatherer diet theory modernised for today. And it's focusing on the correct timing and types of meals, and also I'd like to introduce a concept known as the weight loss equation. Now, the weight loss equation is for people who have a physique goal, meaning that they want to lose weight, they want to tone up or gain muscle. It's not for people with a performance goal, which is wanting to increase their fitness, increase their strength, their general fitness, or a sport-specific type goal. Now, more than 90% of people have a physique goal but eat and exercise for a performance goal, because this is what personal trainers and gyms actually suggest, which is wrong. The weight loss equation is a ratio of 70, 20, 10%. 70% food, 20% basic movement, and then 10% strenuous exercise. Now I'll explain what the weight loss equation is. It's actually made up of these three sections. Now, food equates to 70% of the weight loss equation, and therefore it has to be our priority if we want to lose weight. It's actually made up of three factors: the meal frequency and timing, the number of meals a day, and the maximum time between each meal. Foods, for example, protein, fat, complex and simple carbohydrates, and total calories consumed. The second part of the weight loss equation is basic movement, and that accounts for 20% of the equation. Each day you should be aiming for 10,000 steps. And now if you look at that as a 30-minute walk a day or more, obviously when you start doing exercise, if this hasn't been something that it has been a normal part of your day, 10,000 steps can seem like a lot. So if you can break that into a couple of 15-minute walks, maybe one in the morning, take a 15-minute walk at lunchtime, maybe after work, after dinner, and increasing your incidental exercise each day, you'll be getting closer to the 10,000 steps. The last part of the weight loss equation, and that makes up 10% of that ratio, is strenuous exercise. Now, strenuous exercise refers to any form of exercise above that of walking, such as aerobic classes, running, weight training, boxing, that type of thing. Weight loss is achieved by eating 6 approved meals and walking 10,000 steps. Further muscle bulk and body chiseling can be achieved by weight training. However, it's not necessary for a regular, healthy, slender physique. When you follow the weight loss equation, this simple system turns your body into an automatic fat-burning machine. Most people can actually achieve the body they want with no strenuous exercise. For most of us, we're really only aiming for 90% of that weight loss equation, 70% food and 20% basic movement. So just remember, 6 approved meals a day and walking 10,000 steps. Now, what's on the approved food list? I've actually used the list that comes in your Slenderiiz Drops packet because it actually ties in really well with the hunter-gatherer diet. Now, you'll see here there's proteins, and that's your meat. So turkey, beef, chicken, eggs, fish. Then there's fancy meats like venison, buffalo, that type of thing. But most people try and keep it simple. Then there's vegetarian proteins, so quinoa, tofu, sprouted nuts, tempeh, beans, chickpeas. Vegetables makes up a massive portion of the approved food list, and I'll go into that a bit further on. Sea vegetables, fruits, healthy fats. Now don't be scared to put healthy fats in your diet. Just because it says fat doesn't mean it's going to make you fat. Healthy fats are things like coconut oil, avocado. Then it's got a little thing here that shows you the foods to avoid. Have I missed that? Oh, sorry. Avoid vegetable, canola, corn, peanuts, soybean, sunflower oils. They're not as good for you as the healthy oils that are listed. You can also include herbs, spices. If you are a bit of a sweet tooth and you're really struggling with getting rid of sugar out of your coffee, you could try liquid stevia. It's definitely a lot better than the chemical sweeteners. Condiments, fermented condiments like kimchi, sauerkraut, they're really good for your metabolism and it actually makes meat more digestible. Here's the thing I was saying before about what to avoid. Avoid bread, chips, pretzels, flour, rice, cereals, pasta, potatoes, sugar, chemical sugar replacements, iodized table salt, etc., etc. There's lots of things that you really should avoid. And when you do start to be able to really have the willpower to avoid those things is when you'll really notice that your weight starts coming off. So what do I eat? Here's an example. This is out of the Slenderiiz Drops booklet. What I would like to point out though, the theory behind the hunter-gatherer diet is at least 6 meals a day. So here's some examples of foods to eat, but what I'm going to suggest is that you put snacks between breakfast and lunch, between lunch and dinner, and then a snack after your evening meal. So for breakfast, examples here are a Pure Nourish shake. And if you're interested in the Pure Nourish, you can purchase that from whoever entered you into our group. Some eggs, an omelette, scrambled tofu. For lunch, you could have a serve of protein and then vegetables, a piece of fruit. Dinner, you've got your supplements, and it actually says to take your drops before each meal, which I should have mentioned, and take supplements before breakfast and dinner. For dinner, 200 milligrams of protein. Now it says here 2 cups of vegetables, but I'm going to suggest that you could make that unlimited. Really fill yourself up on vegetables. Then in the evening it says take the night drops a couple of hours before you go to bed and don't eat after taking the drops. Now if you really want to work out a way of remembering this, 3 plus 3 equals fat-free is a really good thing to be able to remember. Now your 3 meals, breakfast, lunch and dinner, and then 3 snacks, and protein snacks are really going to amplify your weight loss. Now what time do you eat these meals? I'm going to say at least every 2 to 3 hours, and if you're hungry you can actually have more snacks, but make sure they're an hour apart. So say you had your breakfast, then I'm suggesting a protein snack at 10, lunch at 1, protein snack at 4, meal at 7, and then a protein snack at 9. Say you're having a really hungry day, and this happens every now and then, you could have your breakfast at 7 and have a protein snack at 8. You could string it out and have another protein snack at 10, then have your lunch at 1 o'clock. If you're having a really hungry afternoon, you could have a protein snack at 2, 3 and 4, and then have your dinner at 7. If you're not having protein snacks, you're really doing your body a disservice, because having a protein snack between your meals really helps your metabolism start kicking in. The role of food in weight loss is really important. 3 fundamental steps you should be aware of is energy in versus energy out. And it's pretty much common sense. You need to be consuming less energy than what you're burning. So whatever you're eating, you need to be burning more calories than you consume to be able to lose weight. Meal timing is also really important. Eating every 3 hours means our bodies go into fat burning mode. Now I mentioned back in the introduction when I was talking about the hunter-gatherer diet, our bodies are designed to look after themselves. And if our bodies are in famine mode, they think they're not going to get fed regularly, they actually will hold on to fat rather than burning it. So by eating very regularly, and when I say eating, I don't mean massive meals. A protein snack is only something like that, a snack. It's not a whole meal. And what will happen is that your body will get used to eating regularly and it will start burning fat. The third step in the role of weight loss is the meal type. A calorie is not a calorie. Meals have to be made up of the correct macronutrients for permanent weight management. Macronutrients are the food substrates that fuel and repair our body. It's only when these are in correct ratios that a person can become an automatic fat burner, irrespective of their total calorie intake. Now, carbs can be broken into two broad categories, simple and complex. Simple include fructose, lactose, sucrose, maltose, and glucose. And complex carbohydrates include both starchy and fibrous carbs. The fibrous carbs are vegetables, and these should make up the majority of our meal portions. Fibrous carbs are unlimited at main meals on this program. Protein, all animal proteins, so meats, fish, poultry and eggs, are complete, meaning they contain all the essential amino acids. You'll have to eat a few different types of vegetable proteins to make sure that you're getting that complete amount of amino acids. Fats are essential in your diet. Most animal fats are bad fats, most vegetable fats are good fats. Alcohol is a bit of a bone of contention because it is a macronutrient. There's 7 calories in every gram of alcohol. However, you really need to limit it when you're in weight loss mode because it acts as a buffer to the fat burning process. This is something I found really interesting. The thermic effect of food. There is an energy cost associated with the breakdown and digestion of food. You burn energy digesting food. Lean proteins are highly thermic. They're around 30% compared to most carbs and fats, which are only around 3 to 4%. So the workload of breaking down your food and digesting it elevates your resting metabolism. So when you're eating 6 protein meals or more a day, it actually elevates your resting metabolism and means that you'll start burning fat automatically throughout the day. Protein is said to be a metabolic stimulant. That's why we recommend eating those protein snacks between each meal. Your metabolism or your metabolic rate is without question the most important factor in weight loss. Eating every 2 to 3 waking hours is the most powerful weapon in weight loss. As I said to you before, our body's designed to save us, to make sure that we don't starve. So if we're not eating regularly, it holds on to fat. When you start eating regularly and you're eating every 3 hours and you're eating protein at every meal and in between meal at snacks, it actually means that your body is going to start having a faster metabolism and start actually working for you and burning fat rather than holding on to it. The other thing that I love is this works in so well with the Slenderiiz Drops, because when you first start eating this way, you might be feeling really hungry, and the drops will really help you with your cravings for sweets and help keep your portion sizes reasonable. As I said, our bodies are designed to store fat for survival. At any given moment, it's looking for a reason to store fat for a coming famine. And don't give it a reason to. The way that you can solve this problem is to eat small meals every 2 to 3 hours. Even if your metabolism is shot, say you've eaten 2 meals a day for 10 years and your body's in complete and utter famine mode, it is salvageable. You'll definitely need metabolic rehab and it'll take time, much like healing a bone, but you can nurse your broken metabolism back to health. Food can actually be good or bad. Timing and the type of meals is key to permanent weight loss, and this is all in respect to your hormones. Eating less and losing excess body fat don't actually happen automatically, and this can be a lot to do with unbalanced hormones. Moderating your carbohydrate intake can increase your fat burning potential and help you tap into an efficient source of almost unlimited energy. More than half of our population are unable to process carbohydrates. Permanent weight loss comes back to controlling insulin levels. While insulin is elevated, fat will not be utilised. And one word of caution, and you probably already know this, but carbs are totally addictive. And this is due to the carb insulin response. Now, I was talking to you about hormones. Insulin is actually a hormone that helps our body regulate its sugar levels. Now, blood sugar spikes are always followed by drops in blood sugar levels, and a drop will actually result in a sugar craving. Day drops will help with this as it helps stop the cravings. Teamed with eating the appropriate foods and always eating a protein serve at every meal means you can eliminate that spike and the drop in your blood sugar levels, which then will result in no cravings. So the day drops are fabulous in helping with the hormones. The hormones I'm talking about are things like leptin and ghrelin, which are the hormones that affect your appetite, your feeling of satiety, whether you feel satisfied after you've eaten. Cravings is normally insulin, and that you crave sugar or carbs. And when you actually start a diet, your body will be a bit stressed, and those hormones that I just mentioned will be a little bit sensitive and can actually make you feel hungrier. So the day drops are amazing at helping to level out those hormones. They help your metabolism, they help level out your appetite, they help your body deal with stress, they help with digestion. And if you get a chance to look through the booklet, you'll see the ingredients and how they work. At the end of the day, the best way and the best chance you've got of losing weight is to have heaps of support. I know when I first started my weight loss journey, I started and then I gave up, and I started and then it got too hard and I gave up. And it wasn't until I had the support of my partner that I really started to be able to have success with weight loss. When we were both doing this to get together and we both started supporting each other is when it really started working. Not everybody has that same support. And I'd like to offer, if you aren't in this group already, find it and request to join it. You'll have to answer some questions, like basically who invited you into the group. So make sure that you say the person that's made you watch this video. If it's me, it's Mel. Just say Mel Fry. Once you're in the group, there is a 30-day support program that helps you day by day with your weight loss journey. If you've got a friend you want to do this with, also invite them into the group, because I'd love to be able to help as many people as possible. And if you can do the units in the Healthy Body Project group, the support program, and you can do that with a friend, you're going to get even better results. The group is a safe, supportive place, and they're designed perfectly to help people just like you. I have a vision of helping 1,000 people achieve their weight loss goals, and I feel that a community that you can celebrate your wins, you can ask for support when you're struggling. If you've got queries, complaints, struggles, and you have the support of other people, you've got a really good chance of winning in your weight loss goals. So message me or whoever invited you into the group to get some day and night drops. And I'd like to challenge you to make the decision today. Don't wait until after your holiday. Don't wait until after that party. Don't wait until after your birthday. Just get started today. You can work your way through the 30-day program. You can get started and make the change in your health today. Okay, so you might have a party coming up. One day off where you can eat and drink what you like, and then getting back onto the program. If you don't start today and you look at this again in 3 months' time, you'll wish that you had have started today. So I'm going to make you that challenge today. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got any queries, put a comment below. If you're looking for a supportive space to help you in your weight loss journey, find us in the Healthy Body Project. It's a group in Facebook, and I'd love to see you there. See you guys.